It's the August show with Paige from Advantage Athletic Therapy it's not on the Queensway. It is where?
At 381 Cedar Street.
I almost said it too. You almost caught me. That's the first time. Today, our topic is, young lady, I want to talk about shoes because I don't think we really understand the importance in all aspects, from training to working to having the proper pair of shoes that will guide you. One of the things I noticed over the years with running, my left foot on the outside right, always the shoe wears off real quick. So I'm about every 5 months. I don't know I can't correct it. I don't know what it is, but I can't correct it. So every 5 months I need a new pair because I can feel my foot slipping, almost like falling off the edge. And that could lead to other health issues, down the road for sure. So I got to be cautious of that. Can you talk a little bit about some of the injuries you might see shoe related that come your way because people just don't get a good pair or a proper pair?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when it comes to running, of course. And people who are training lots, replacing those shoes because not just foot injuries, right? It goes up to your knee, it goes up to your hip, up to your back. Like we always start kind of bottom down and take a look, and the bottom of your shoe will tell a lot about a person. Like you said, your left shoe wearing down on the outside, we can follow that back up the chain. So definitely when like all those injuries up the chain, but common things like Achilles tendonitis or plantar fasciitis, for people who are, especially in the summertime, wearing their flip flops to go walk Canada's Wonderland, like not a great idea. So those supportive shoes are really important for preventing injuries. And
It's
I
it's
say
always.
supportive
Oh,
shoes,
go ahead.
but sorry, I say supportive shoes, but like it's also important to know, like, a lot of people say like Birkenstocks are a great pair of sandals to protect yourself, but everybody's foot type is different. So going somewhere that would be able to have an assessment of what your foot type is and what kind of shoe would be important for you is also a good idea.
And the different types of surfaces, like you wouldn't, obviously I don't wear my trail shoes on a concrete because they're just not thick enough. They don't give me enough
Right.
support that way. But just when you're working all day too, right? Like you said,
Mhm.
there's those secondary incidents that occur. One of the things too that I tried, and we've never, you and I have never really talked about this. I wear a zero drop shoe just
Yep.
because I found that just works way better for me. And I think some of those things you got to discover as you're on the path, right? Because
For
it
sure.
actually ended any issues I had with plantar fasciitis because everything
Wow.
stretched back out
Yeah.
slowly, right? So
Which
there's
just
those
shows you
types of
that
things.
they are important.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think for me, yeah, for sure, they're not for everybody. I agree 100%, and you have to ease into those types of things.
Yeah.
The other thought, when we were talking about, I just came to me too when we were talking about work shoes and all that is I was just doing it, leaning forward to talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's another problem that I see a lot of too, because the hips especially, right?
Mhm. I say like the common thing that I see in the clinic is, you spend 8, 10, 12 hours at your workplace every day. And people are often sedentary. So when they're at work, they're bent over, they've got their shoulders forward, their head is down looking at their screen. Ergonomics is huge. So that is something that we talk about too. Like I had a patient, for example, who's come in with shoulder issues. We've treated her a couple of times. She just went on vacation for 2 weeks and her shoulder issues are magically have vanished, right? So it's like it shows what kind of toll your positioning takes on you as well. The sit stand desks are amazing. Again, everything in moderation. You're not just going to stand for the 12 hours either.
Yeah.
But that's another thing, like the shoes, that really take a toll on your body and are important to make sure that you have had assessed properly.
And to follow up on that, there's two types. I want to go a different way again. There's two types of stress. Like there's the stress that your body takes from sporting events, from doing activities, and the mental stress that work brings to you. But both of those can contribute, correct?
Definitely, yes. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not just the positioning of your body, or the repetitive movements that you're doing in your sport. It's also the mental load that it takes on you. And obviously, most people carry their stress it's in their body, but in their shoulders and neck, especially.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because yeah, and it's funny how just little exercises that you can do properly There's a couple I like to do before and after runs with my neck just to get everything loosened back up because you feel it in the top of your shoulders and you want to get rid of that. You want to
Yes.
relieve that so the run is free and easy. That's another problem that you probably see a lot of with the shoulder tightness in the back, right? In that neck.
Yeah, and then being paired up with a yoga studio now is pretty amazing because then you have like the mindfulness that comes along with things too, and that proper breathing and those deep belly breaths that are really important for stress levels and for bringing oxygen to your body.
The last thing I want to bring up today, and this is something I'm putting together a piece for the September hub, but one of the things I'm hearing a lot of talking to people recently, a lot of people my age in that group are not exercising nearly enough. This rise in diabetes, and I'm really, when they're just starting out, I'm always like, just walk 30 minutes a day, just get things flowing and get things going
Hmm.
again. And that's where it led to the shoe conversation because they're like, well, I got these old runners, I'll just wear them. No,
Right.
get the decent pair of shoes that fit you properly and get out there and exercise because that keeps us away from you, doesn't it?
It's true. As much as I want to see you, I want you to be healthy too. So it is important to make sure you have that proper footwear, even if you're just going for your, grab the mail or whatever it might be. Throwing on those flip flops are not the way to do it.
Are you seeing that a lot in your business these days? When I was looking at 1 in 4 now with obesity, are you guys seeing that? Is that a trend that's not reversing? Just curious.
I would say yes and no. Like again, in here, we treat everyone, but most people coming in are trying to lead some kind of healthy lifestyle. So, whether or not they are at the like weight or body composition that they want to be, they are trying their best to get there, or they are hoping to get on that journey. But you definitely see it, in the public with friends and family. So, yeah.
Where are you again? Just one more time.
381, 381 Cedar Street in the Seiza Wellness Center.
All right. Thanks for
Yeah.
doing this today. I always
Thank
love
you.
getting together and chatting about just these little problems I find. I hope it helps everybody else. Take care, Paige. Have a great day.
Thank you.